is driven by Jeep Grand Cherokee. As we welcome you to the Finneran Pavilion, the Villanova Wildcats are gearing up for a big-time conference opener against the Butler Bulldogs. Happy holidays, everybody. Alongside my partner, Kim Adams, I'm John Fanta. Kim, experience matters in the Big East Conference, and both these teams start all upperclassmen. They're riding momentum into tonight. A ton of experience for both of these teams, John. Villanova, always steady. They have a conference best, 5 straight wins heading into Big East play. And for Butler, they are looking to turn the corner as a program at 10-1. This is the first time they've had 10 wins since 2007, and they've gotten it done, both teams, with defense. We have the top 2 defensive teams in the conference, John. And they're a lot similar on the offensive end as well. They both like to go inside out with some top duos. Absolutely. For Butler, they get it done with Whitney Jennings and Tori Schickel. Jennings 5th in the conference in scoring. Tori Schickel, she averages just about a double-double, and she torched Villanova last year. In the 2 meetings, averaged about 22 and 7, almost perfect shooting. So she is going to be a big problem for them to handle down low. On the other side, for Villanova, they've won 5 in a row behind Adriana Hahn and Janet Tucker. And these two have combined for 53 so far this season. Hahn second all-time at Villanova with 255 threes. And this is a team that averages 10 per game, so they put a lot of pressure on the defense to stop them outside. 2 sizzling teams at the Fin. Villanova and Butler. Big East Women's Hoops on Fox Sports. Tips off next.
As a fitness junkie, I customize everything. Bike, wheels, saddle. That's why I switched to Liberty Mutual. They customized my insurance, so I only pay for what I need. I insured my car and my bike. My calves are custom too, but I can't insure those, which is a crying shame.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get to Joseph A. Bank for the last 4 days of our lowest prices of the year. Save up to 85% on everything in store. Suits $179, sport coats $99, dress shirts, sports shirts, and sweaters $29. Plus, take an extra 60% off clearance. The lowest prices of the year.
Early in the game.
John, we are going to be looking at the battle in the paint. Butler has outscored 10 of their 11 opponents in the paint this year, and most of the time it's been by 20 or 30 points. The only time they didn't was their only loss of the season to Indiana. That time it was tied. And Coach Peretta has talked about concerns with his team defending the interior, defending a dominant post player. And as he has found out the last few years, Butler certainly has that in Tori Schickel. So we will see, can they contain Schickel, who, as we already talked about, erupted for 45 points in the 2 meetings last year.
The tip won by the Dogs, and we are underway in this conference opener. Villanova has controlled this series, but the 2 teams splitting their encounters last year. Move it inside. Great defense by the Cats. It will stay with Butler with 11 on the timer.
Right away, John, you see the length that Villanova has on the perimeter with players like Kelly Jaycott there with the block and Janet Tucker, bigger guards around 6 feet.
Gedeka guarding Schickel on the back down. In the post. And it goes for Tori Schickel. Here's Adriana Hahn, the star senior guard, was knocking him down in shoot-around. Tucker off this time.
She had some serious range, but Coach Peretta said Janet Tucker has even more range, who we just saw miss that 3 attempt there.
Collier with the handoff. Kurt Godlewski is in his 5th season at the helm and has his Dogs off to their best start in over a decade. He says it all comes down to his team maturing. Can change things up within the course of the game, they will respond to it. Tori Schickel is starting with a bang.
And Schickel's so skilled. She loves to have her back to the basket, catch it. She has great footwork around the rim. That time we saw her duck inside and then spin back to the right.
Schickel just moved into 8th place on Butler's all-time scoring list. Now 1,376 career points. Cats strong. Rebound by Gedeka. Harry Peretta really wants to see his Cats defensive rebound tonight.
Absolutely. Butler has a big advantage on the boards. They lead the Big East with just about a +8 advantage on the board, and Villanova needs to get some more rebounding production from these bigger guards that we mentioned.
Top scoring defense in the Big East is off to a strong start here. All moved in. It's the Tori Schickel show.
And right away, it's been too easy for her to get the ball. Villanova was going to start with a 3-quarter wraparound, try and deny the passes in, but they may have to shift as the game goes on.
Schickel now 7th all-time in Butler career points. Tucker. This Butler defense is stifling the Cats.
And they're the tops in the Big East, 51 points per game allowed. Villanova not far behind at 53, but as we mentioned, both of these teams have found success on the defensive end.
Spolier on the drive. It's long. Foul then on the junior.
And Tori Schickel getting it started early, this time not giving up, pivoting back and forth, shifting the defense. She loves to take those few little dribbles inside of the paint to open it up for herself.
And a senior with all 6. Villanova came in winners of 5 in a row. Adriana Hahn breaks the scoreless drought.
And that was something that Villanova worked a lot on today at shoot-around, finding that skip pass, because Butler really helps in the middle of the paint. So they're looking to skip that over for a quick shoot and release like Hahn just did.
Wildcats average 10 triples per game. Cats strong off the glass.
And the transfer really adds a lot of size. She can play out at the perimeter, but yeah, that name certainly is fitting for her. She's got a strong build, she's got a lot of size.
A takeaway by Butler. Here comes Whitney Jennings. She combined for 45 points in 2 meetings with Villanova last year. Schickel. 3 seconds called. There he is, the legend, Harry Peretta. All-time winningest coach at Villanova in both men's or women's basketball. What a career he has had, and they have been so consistent in the reconfigured Big East.
Absolutely. You sometimes think that's a typo when you read it. 41 seasons at Villanova, same with Doug Bruno at DePaul, about 35 years there. Those two such legends in the women's game, extending far beyond the conference and into the sport itself.
Stamped off this time. Jennings. A steal by Janet Tucker. Tucker lays it in on the fast break. And the foul.
Janet Tucker doing a great job of reading that passing lane. We'll take another look at it here. Just gets out, pushes the ball in front, and she's got that nice size to be able to finish through contact.
Her length gives her a versatility factor that Harry Peretta loves. And the Villanova Wildcats back within 2 after giving up 6 unanswered to start this one.
Butler will give you a few different looks that time, going with the high-low. A rare miss for Schickel to start this one.
Jumper goes.
Caceres is a player who I was impressed with watching some film. She's been pretty quiet, had a breakout game against Indiana State, but the main transfer brings a lot of size and athleticism to the perimeter for the Dogs.
Native of Spain. Participant in the national programs. Janet Tucker from way downtown.
And this is the danger zone for teams when they play Villanova. Not allowing them to heat up from 3. And that was a great look opposite pass from Gadeka to her teammate that time.
Tucker has the Wildcats' last 6 points. Stand guarding Schickel. Schickel loses it. Villanova looking to grab the lead. Extra pass to Gadeka. Off the right block and in.
What a textbook fast break that was. Moved it up the middle, got it to the wing, and Jaycott with a beautiful find across the lane.
How about the response by these Wildcats? It goes for Whitney Jennings, their quick response.
Whitney Jennings giving her team a 1-point lead, but Janet Tucker and the Cats starting to get hot from 3. They are down 1 to Butler here at Villanova.
Week 17 on Fox with huge playoff implications on the line.
If you want it, go get it.
Bears, Vikings, Eagles, Redskins, or 49ers, Rams. It all begins with Fox NFL Kickoff, followed by Week 17, Sunday on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Do you want to make watching your favorite sport even better? All you have to do is click with the new Fox Sports app. Now you can stream every game from anywhere you are.
Don't look good.
Yeah, it looks like it's both. Just what I don't need.
This is what you do need. Complete the application within minutes, and if approved, you may get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Cover it up. That's what I did when I started losing my hair. Now I use Keeps, the easiest way for me to keep my hair. Keeps sends me clinically proven treatments that can stop my hair loss, which means no more covering up. Go to Keeps.com to learn more.
I love playing sports, but I'm done with dating games. That's why I'm on eHarmony.
At eHarmony, we connect you on what really matters. That's why every 14 minutes, someone finds love on eHarmony. Start free today.
Coors Light is cold lager. For a smoother, crisper taste. The world's most refreshing beer. Coors Light.
When you rent a car on Turo, you're renting from a real person. No shuttle rides, no waiting in line, and no wandering a car lot. This is better than your typical car rental. This is Turo. Download the app today.
Hey, I'm Zach, CEO of Roman. Some health issues are tough to talk about. With Roman, you can go online, chat with a physician, and if treatment is right for you, we'll ship FDA-approved medication right to your door. Roman, let's take care of it.
We are here to stay. We are the Big East.
This is our time.
Today, it has to be your day.
Do what you do better than you've ever done. Have fun out there. Let's go. Come on, here we go.
Ready to go? Come on, let's take it. Let's go. Great job, everybody. Let's go.
That's the Big East Way, the 2019 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament at Wintrust Arena. Tickets on sale December 29th.
Playing in the Big East is something new every day.
It's such an honor because we get to go up against some of the best competition in the country. The teams in the Big East are super competitive and everyone's well matched, so it's awesome.
Playing in the Big East is very competitive, and it's really cool to be able to travel to different cities all across the country.
Playing in the Big East is awesome because of the competitiveness.
Playing in the Big East is really fun to compete with all the girls that you've gotten to know throughout the years.
Coaching in the Big East is challenging and exciting.
Playing in the Big East is awesome because there are so many competitive teams and players day in and day out.
Coaching in the Big East is a great thing for me because it's a challenge, but I think a lot of the coaches in the league are very, very good. And the league is extremely competitive, and you have to have a good master plan every night to try to win.
We're off to an extremely competitive start, and there's a man who knows a thing or two about the Big East. Ari Peretta has been in this conference from its infancy. Both these coaches talked to us today and said it's scary thinking about coaching against this competition because the league is deep.
Right, both Coach Godlewski, Coach Peretta, and even some of the assistants said there's definitely still a clear 1-2 with DePaul and Marquette, but they said after that, really from 3 to 10, it's a wild card right now. Anyone can step up. A lot of teams are much improved. A lot of teams have leadership and senior experience.
Butler up 2 early on with 10 points in the paint.
And he said that was their advantage, one of their advantages, but something they have to work on as Caceres knocks down another short corner J there. They do turn the ball over at a pretty high rate, 18 per game, and so far Villanova has forced them into 3 turnovers.
Maya Caceres already with her average 2 early buckets. It was hot. 10 on the timer. The Cats will dig down into the shot clock. Tucker down the left lane. Rebound by Caceres.
Butler will look to push the pace a little bit more than Villanova will. They do like the half-court game as well, but so far Villanova doing a good job of getting back and stopping that transition game.
A wide open triple for Shea Bry. The Butler Bulldogs off to an 8 for 12 start from the field. Grace Stant from deep.
And that is the shot you are going to see Grace Stant take. 30 of her 33 field goals attempt entering tonight have been threes.
Sent in to Bry. Bry on the back down. She's heading to the free throw line for a pair.
And Butler off to another fast start here today, and that's been something that they've really worked on and been effective at in their last 2 games down in Florida. Jumped out to 2 big leads, and we talked to Coach Godlewski today, and he said the first 6-7 games he thought it would take them about a half to really get comfortable and get in the flow of the game. But the past 2 games, they have jumped out on teams, and Coach said that first 5 minutes, the first quarter, was going to be very important. So far, things are going in their favor.
Ari Peretta bringing the Hurley sisters off the bench. Bridget, a junior, her younger sister Brianna, a sophomore.
Bridget was in the starting lineup earlier this season, but he said he prefers to bring her off the bench because she brings a different dynamic, gives them a different complexion with her size, her athleticism. She rebounds the ball, as does her sister.
Sisters off on a 3 this time, and the Dogs looking to extend this lead. What a start by Butler.
They've gotten it done on both ends. They're making Villanova shoot from really far out, and while they're 3-point shooters, Villanova needs to make sure they're getting high percentage looks off the ball movement, drives and kicks, the skip pass that we saw earlier.
Corey Schickel coming back in She got the Dogs jump-started. 6 straight points at the outset of this one. Now they isolate her. Schickel with the right hand. Tori Schickel is on a roll.
And that time they had a little bit more height on her and Brianna Hurley, but Schickel says, next up, I don't care who it is, I'm going to work.
Schickel with 8 first-quarter points. The Cats off again. Villanova shooting just 28% from the field. Tori Schickel, it is her world right now. 8 points, 4 of 5.
Right off the bench, comes in with another 2, and we've seen her just about on every field goal so far. She's very comfortable putting the ball on the floor 1 or 2 times and then going up with it.
Jennings had her shot altered, and foul is called on Butler underneath. Just Schickel's first. What stands out to you about Schickel's game that might be different from her 3 previous years?
Well, she talked to us, and so did Coach Godlewski this afternoon, about how physically she's in much better condition this season. She's always had the kind of motor to want to get up and go, but now her body is physically able to keep up with that mental pace. So she's just very confident as a senior. She's able to get up and down.
Villanova looking for something good to take out of this first quarter. Emily Esposito. 3 on the clock. They need a shot. Esposito with no time left. The Butler Bulldogs. What didn't go right for them in the first quarter, Kim?
Not much. Tori Schickel, she certainly has had a lot to say here on Star Wars night. Her team off to another quick start. They leave Villanova at home 21-11.
Once I started looking for car insurance, it was a no-brainer. I switched to Geico and saved hundreds. That's a win. But it's not the only reason I switched. The Geico app makes it easy to manage my policy. I can pay my bill, add a new driver, or even file a claim. Woo! Hey now, that's a win-win. Thank you.
Switch to Geico. It's a win-win.
Introducing Add-on Advantage, a new way to save on travel. Now, when you book a flight, you unlock discounts on select hotels that you can add onto your trip up until the day you leave. Add-on Advantage. Only when you book with Expedia.
It's the perfect time to stock up for the new year at our After Christmas sale. Now select suits are $1.99. Sport coats for $99, plus all dress shirts are $3 for $99. It's time to like the way you look.
Now that I'm banking with Chime, I get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit.
Wow, I wish I was banking with Chime.
Aw, thanks.
Start banking with Chime today at Chime.com.
We like to let folks know we're DTS.
Down to slang.
Hey, Cynthia! You and Bruce want to sling tonight? We just...
Sounds good. Bruce, bring your mom.
Get a free Roku Express. Go to slingtv.com to learn more.
Isn't the best present being present? Stella Artois, joie de bière.
Is this even technology?
Do they just put CPAs in their software? Genius.
And I found another deduction for you.
Oh my gosh, a cat.
Wow, I've never seen you smile before.
Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
TurboTax Live with CPAs on demand.
Michigan State.
It all comes down to this.
The Red Box Bowl. New Year's Eve at 2:30 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Get to know me, Harry Peretta, women's basketball coach at Villanova. Favorite emoji are the thumbs up sign. Favorite meal will be pork chops and mashed potatoes. Favorite NBA player would be Wilt Chamberlain. My players would use one word to describe me would probably be annoying. 3 items I would take with me on a desert island would be a phone, a television, and a tent. Superpower I'd like to have is healing power, to be able to heal others and heal myself. If I could live in any book, TV show, or movie, I would live in Star Trek. Pre-game rituals or superstitions, I like to sit outside and watch the other team warm up.
Harry Perretta is a legend in every sense of the word. Just think about this. He started at this university as the women's basketball coach at 22 years of age. It's unbelievable.
It's very tough to wrap our head around, but I think we may have a conflict of interest. He said he likes Star Trek. We're here on Star Wars night. I think we need to talk to him about that and the marketing opportunities here.
I enjoyed him saying that the best word to describe him would be annoying. His players absolutely love him. Many of them love to impersonate him, all in good fun. That's just the way that they grow together as a family.
Yeah, all the players have some funny... Anytime we ask players about Coach Perretta, they just start laughing. They love impersonating him. He's got some funny mannerisms in practice.
They love playing for him, and right now the Wildcats looking to get on the comeback a little bit. He did not score in the final 4 minutes of the first quarter. Strong. Couldn't get it to go.
And that Butler's defense was just suffocating in the last few minutes of that first half. We'll see if Villanova can get some more movement. They're known for their back cuts. They're cutting across the lane, and so far they've been a little bit lost offensively. They've been stagnant. They need to start getting some more movement on and off the ball.
We talked about the tradition of this program. There's Mary Gadeka. Her mom, Lisa, played for Harry Perretta from 84 to 88 and is a former Big East Player of the Year.
That's some good genes right there. And again, just crazy to think that we don't want to date Coach Perretta, but the fact that he's had multiple players whose moms he also coached is an incredible feat.
It really is. But the Wildcats right now, 2 for 12 from beyond the three-point arc.
And last year, John, when Butler came in here just about this time last year and won by over 20, Villanova shot 4 of 27 from 3 as Spolier knocks one down on the other end for her team. So if Villanova can't get the threes going, they've struggled.
The Dogs are 2 for 2 from 3. Everything is showing up Butler. Hahn fouled down the right lane.
And Hahn that time, a good decision. Things aren't working well from behind the arc. That time just trying to get to the free throw line, get any sort of points on the board, any sort of offense generated right now.
On the Delaware native, knocking down the first free throw. Plays nearly 32 minutes per game and gets a heavy workload. Kelly Jaycott checking in for Villanova. She's the team leader in points, but thus far is scoreless.
Yeah, this Butler defense, they are really outside of Jennings, who's 5'5". They have length and size with the perimeter players, and I think that length is really bothering the Villanova guards right now.
Offensively, they found balance. 6 different Dogs have scored. Tori Schickel, not this time. And Strong commits the foul.
And Hurley there, again, Brianna, both her and her sister, Coach Perretta, really like the energy they bring off the bench. And that time, drawing a foul, and a play as simple as that can help get some energy up at this point of the game where Villanova is really struggling offensively.
Wildcats have scored just 2 points in the last 7 minutes, but that breaks up as Kelly Jaycott knocks down her first points of the night with the triple.
And that was a much better look that time. It wasn't a dribble around for 20 seconds. They got some ball screens. They swung the ball to the opposite side, and Jaycott shoots it a team best 40% from 3.
She hits one. Kelly Jaycott can really get going. Kat Strong is rolling. Another bucket for the VCU transfer.
And she has shown to be a really tough matchup so far for Villanova, almost like a Mary Gadeka, who's got size, but also has speed to take players off the dribble.
Tucker on the drive. Adriana Hahn knocks down a second straight 3 for the Wildcats.
And Adriana Hahn that time picking and popping. That time she set the screen. Some better ball movement. Again, second consecutive possession for the Wildcats.
On up to 8 points. Fouled on the drive is Michelle Weaver.
Villanova starting to generate some better offense. That time, Adriana Hahn passing through the lane to find a wide open Jaycott, and then this time she'll get the shot. A nice drive and kick from Jana Tucker. Wildcats starting to find a little bit more offense.
Kelly Jaycott off to a strong start to this year as Weaver misses both free throws. Rare for the Big East Player of the Week to do that.
Right, she's coming off a huge couple of games, but Adriana Hahn with a huge three. And John, you saw some of that range today at the end of shoot-around.
She was knocking down shots from beyond 30 feet consecutively. On up to 11 points. Cat Strong is hacked. Jana Tucker complaining, but she and Herlihy converge there.
And again, this is where Villanova needs to be careful. They have not been a strong rebounding team. Both Coach Harry Peretta and Joe Mulaney both stressed rebounding and how that's probably been their biggest problem this season. And with Butler, who's been so efficient offensively, you can't afford to give them more than one attempt on each possession.
Cat Strong, a 50% free throw shooter on the season. Coach Godlewski told us before the game she's starting to come into her own now.
Yeah, and she only averages 4 points per game, and sometimes after sitting out that transfer year, she came from VCU. Yeah, you're learning the system, but it's different to just see it every day and run through it as a practice player than to actually be in the running with the starters and in game situations. So there are quite a few transfers on this Butler team, actually, and Michelle Weaver said she thought that was a big part of their success this year, just having all of these different pieces with a lot of the transfers coming in.
Whitney Jennings, their leading scorer, an Iowa transfer herself. Jana Tucker, baseline shot is long. Kadeka with some hustle. Instead, it's Strong now. Pulls it back out, and the Dogs have a fresh possession. Whitney Jennings off this time.
That was something Coach Peretta stressed, defending ball screens, especially with Jennings, and not letting her get three-pointers.
Kelly Jaycott starting to sizzle. Her second three of the quarter. Villanova trailed by as many as 13, and quickly they've gotten within 3. Butler in need of a bucket. 10 on the timer. A handoff to Whitney Jennings. 5 to go. A turnover. Here comes Villanova. Hahn to Tucker. Jana Tucker ties it. Nova Nation is fired up.
Cats are starting to heat up from 3. This is their go-to here after a slow start. Everyone's getting it done. Kelly Jaycott with the step back. Up next, it's Jana Tucker, the senior, trying to get her team back in this one. We are all tied up.
You need to buy a car, and you want to get an excellent price. You'd think with all these options, it'd be easy. But with terms like MSRP, invoice, list price, things get confusing pretty fast. You just want to get a real price, and that's where TrueCar comes in. Only with TrueCar can you see what other people paid for the car you want. And you can connect with certified dealers who offer prices based on this same information. None of those other sites do that. From end to end, TrueCar is your only one-stop solution.
Just gonna wail my axe and that pig's melting. Wow. Then I'm gonna come in with that.
You know what'll really razzle-dazzle him? A tuba.
Don't let a third wheel cramp your style because of a less than perfect driving record. With the General, monthly payments are low.
Mom.
And you get immediate proof of insurance.
Pick you up at 11?
Thanks, Miss Johnson. Thanks, Mom.
For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
When it's time to sell your home, there's a lot of money on the line. How can you trust your real estate agent will get it right? There's good news. With HomeLight, you can compare actual performance data on thousands of agents near you, so you know who sells quickly, who sells for the best price. We'll match you with the perfect agent for your needs. And best of all, it's free. Sell your home for more money. Go to homelight.com today.
This is a large 3-topping pizza from Domino's. You can carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a 3-topping handmade pan pizza from Domino's, and now you can also carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a logo from Domino's, and this is the end of the commercial from Domino's.
Get to Joseph A. Bank for the last 4 days of our lowest prices of the year. Save up to 85% on everything in store. Suits $179, sport coats $99, dress shirts, sports shirts, and sweaters $29. Plus, take an extra 60% off clearance. The lowest prices of the year.
The moment you realize your fridge is trying to tell you something.
At Lowe's, we sell more appliances than anyone else, so we can help you pick the right one.
Shop Lowe's and save $540 on a Maytag washer and dryer pair.
Roman, for the first time ever, you can get ED meds prescribed online, shipped discreetly to your door. No more waiting rooms, awkward talks, or lines at the pharmacy. Get started with your free online visit at GetRoman.com/TV.
FS2 College Hoops is driven by Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Villanova Wildcats trail by as many as 13, but they have quickly flipped the script with a 16-4 run to get back within 1 of Butler. Schickel with the free throw line catch. They give it right back to her. A deep three. This is short. Extra hustle by the senior, but it goes back to the Cats.
John, you see this Villanova offense right now. 5 players out on the perimeter. That leaves the lane wide open for drives, cuts, back doors.
Adriana Hahn is short, but Hahn has been taking those deep triples. 10 points already tonight. Schickel's doubled. Passes out of it. And a Caceres hesitation. Couldn't get it to go.
We're seeing a renewed energy on the defensive end from Villanova from that first quarter. They're throwing different looks at Schickel now, doubling her. Their hands are up more, moving better, and I think those threes, which is why they're such a dangerous team once they get hot, because that just lifts the energy on both ends of the floor.
The Cats are right behind Butler in scoring defense in the Big East. 5 on the timer. Mary Kadeka. We told you to expect defense, and these two teams living up to the hype. Jennings, right wing drive. Another giveaway. It's the 5th Butler turnover, and it gives Villanova the lead right back. Kelly Jaycott on the catch with a rare Wildcat fast break.
I was going to say the same, John. We normally don't see that from this Wildcat team. They love to slow it down and work the half court, but that was a pretty easy two.
Schickel with the give off. No.
That was a good decision by Schickel, recognizing the double team that time, but Shea Bryan not able to convert.
The Wildcats on an 8-0 run.
Coach Godlewski of Butler said 2 things. Really, any coach that I've covered who defends Villanova, it's defending the 3-point line and communicating on defense.
5 on the timer. Hahn. A scramble for it now, and a shot clock violation forced by the Dogs.
Here's that last pass. Adriana Hahn up to Kelly Jaycott. Easy 2, and it looks like they actually called a foul on that play, John.
They do, and that's important because it's Adriana Hahn's second foul. So she has to sit down with 1:51 to go in this first half.
Coach Peretta can't believe it on the sidelines. It looked like it was just a scramble for the jump ball. The official seems to say that Adriana Hahn kicked Michelle Weaver a little bit, but Coach Peretta just arguing that that was just a plain jump ball, or possession went to Butler.
What a shift this game has taken just in this second quarter alone. Butler led 24-11, and since then an 18-4 run by Villanova as we take a look at this scramble between Weaver and Hahn.
Yeah, as we look at it now, as of now, just a loose ball. I don't think there was any malicious intent there from Hahn. Right now the officials are probably checking to see if that is an unsportsmanlike foul, which in the men's game equivalent to a flagrant one. But to me, just looked like a basketball play. Didn't look like she intentionally kicked her. It was just a scuffle here for the ball.
A couple of seniors getting after it. That's the Big East toughness that comes out of this conference as the officials will settle things here. They have a veteran crew tonight: Kathy Lynch, Ed Sidlowski, Ron Lettington.
And like you said, John, this is a pivotal moment because this would be Hahn's third personal foul, and she's been one of them to get it going here offensively.
Two coaches meeting. They've had their work cut out for them in the first half because of how back and forth it's been. As Harry Peretta looks on, and we get an explanation now from the officials. There was nothing to upgrade on that foul call on Hahn. So she sits down with the two fouls. That brings Raven James in off the bench for Villanova, the sophomore. Butler in great need of a bucket. Been held scoreless for nearly 5 minutes. We have an offensive foul. This one called on Ashanti Thomas, a Penn State transfer.
Thomas, a big addition for the Bulldogs at 6'4", another player who has been battling some injuries over the summer and into the fall, and is kind of just starting to really get it going. But she is a huge presence to go along with Schickel down low.
Kelly Jaycott off the dribble. Videnka was waiting for it underneath.
And that's not the three Villanova wants.
7 on the timer. Raven James is swarmed. Now Jaycott has to hoist a prayer. Oh, she gets bailed out by a foul call. Weaver is charged with it. That's her second.
And that's the last thing Butler wants. A great defensive team play 29 seconds of great defense. Weaver hitting her with the body. A little bit too physical there. Have to stay off of the ball handler, off of cutters.
Kelly Jaycott with all 9 of her points now in this second quarter. Go figure. As Jaycott goes, these Wildcats go.
Absolutely, and we saw there kind of the difference without Hahn on the floor. A broken play that ended up with Jaycott on the free throw line, but we'll see how this team runs their offense with their point guard leader on the bench with 2 fouls.
A minute to go in a back and forth first half. Schickel from the left elbow. Extra pass, Spolier, no. Thomas traveled. That's the 7th Butler turnover. Coming up on the Jeep Grand Cherokee Halftime Report, Rob Stone, Steve Lavin, and Jim Jackson will show you how Nevada stayed unbeaten today against Utah. They'll break down the bluegrass battle between Kentucky and Louisville. Plus, after suffering their first loss of the season, How will Kansas respond? I'll have all that coming up from Los Angeles. Chief halftime report. Nearly a 3-second difference between shot and game clock. Gadeka, kick out, extra pass to the corner. Jana Tucker is short, and the Dogs can hold it for the final shot. Weaver to Spolier, now 5 on the timer. Butler's gone scoreless for 6 minutes. It's Weaver who's long, and Villanova takes the lead into the locker room.
And you see the maturity there from Butler, the senior leadership, able to get a good shot, not to knock it down, but they got off to a good start. Villanova stormed back like they normally do, did it from the 3-point line to take the lead into halftime.
Villanova closed the first half on a 19-4 run. Coming up next, Drop Stone, Steve Lavin and Jim Jackson take you on a trip across the basketball country. Nevada's quest to stay unbeaten, the Bluegrass battle, and Kansas looking to bounce back. That and much more coming up next on Fox Sports 2.
When Domino's is out for delivery, use Domino's new dinner bell to get the family home.
I gotta go.
Ring the dinner bell and they'll come running for their mix and match favorites. Choose any 2 or more like bread twists, specialty chicken, pizza, or salads for only $5.99 each.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies and we do it all again. They just wanna find a way out, find a way to put a little food up in their mouth. I can get a verse and then go about my business. You ain't even see it coming, can I get a witness? When I go to sleep, I only dream about my other dreams. If you want it, gotta get it, gotta live it, no condition.
I used to run low on cash right before payday and not be able to do anything. But now that I'm banking with Chime, I get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. I just got paid.
Start banking with Chime today at chime.com. The unmistakable Cadillac XT4. Once again, driving is joyful. Starting under $36,000.
Get to Joseph A. Bank for the last 4 days of our lowest prices of the year. Save up to 85% on everything in store. Suits $179, sport coats $99, dress shirts, sports shirts, and sweaters $29. Plus, take an extra 60% off clearance. The lowest prices of the year.
Meet Fliz One. It's tiny and complex, and to our research team at Villanova University, this protein may hold the key to new tests for breast cancer. I started this work my second year at Villanova with a world-class researcher who is now my mentor and colleague. I stepped on campus an aspiring oncologist. Now, I'll start med school with a real understanding of the science behind the practice of medicine and Villanova's Augustinian values to guide me. Ignite change. Go Nova.
I'm all about my bed.
This mattress is dangerously comfortable.
When I get in, I literally say, ah.
Meet the Lisa mattress. A better place to sleep.
This bed hugs my body.
I'm now a morning person. The Lisa mattress is designed to provide strong support, relieve pressure, and optimize airflow to keep you cool.
Hello, bed of my dreams.
Order online. We'll build it, box it, and ship it to your door for you to enjoy. Sleep on it for up to 100 nights and love it, or you'll get a full refund. Returns are free and easy.
I love my Lisa.
Today is gonna be great.
Find out why so many people love the Lisa mattress. Then try it in your own home. Order now and save big. For a limited time, get $150 off and free shipping too. Just go to buylisa.com today.
You need this bed.
Welcome to the Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime report. We're inside our College Hoops studio. Jim Jackson, Steve Lavin, Rob Stone with you. Time now for our Jeep Grand Cherokee highlights from around the nation. We start in the Big East. Xavier at DePaul on FS1. Big East opener for both programs. Tight one late second half. Musketeers down 1. Najee Marshall triple. The lead is theirs by 2, and then they would pad it. Tyreek Jones, the steal and slam.
Well, a 19-4 run by the Musketeers. An emphatic road victory to start Big East play.
Georgetown got win number 10 in front of Max Scherzer as they took care of crosstown rival Howard. Greg Malinowski.
Get up! Fingertip though. Kind of like you would do.
The bigs all over this highlight. Jesse Govan. Go reverse.
23-10 for the big fella.
Second straight game, they went over a century in the point department. Number 3, Tennessee. Warming up for SEC play as they took down Tennessee Tech. Here's Grant Williams. That's a power to his game.
Power, finesse. This team can do it all. Get up and down the court, beat you up on the defensive end, and they love to get out in transition.
Yeah, Admiral Schofield sailing his way down the court. Tennessee wins it 96-53.
Sailing his way.
Look who's back for Kansas.
Who?
Mr. Azubuike.
Take care of him.
Missed the last 4 with a sprained ankle. Feed the machine.
Big target down there.
23-9, easy win for the Jayhawks. The team right below them this week, Nevada on the road at Utah. We've got a man bun highlight.
Cody Martin showing that he can influence the game at both ends of the floor. A little defense leads to offense.
And then Caleb with the assist.
Not to be outdone. Is that big bro, little bro? I know they're twins, but who was born first?
Both are my bros.
Sparty hosting Northern Illinois. Michigan State, one of 2 from the Big Ten in this week's top 10. Cassius Winston all over the place.
I tell you what, his improvement, not scoring, but valuing the basketball and not turning it over is incredible, because this team, when they don't turn it over, is one of the toughest, teams in the country.
Ohio State. Hey. One of 6 from the Big Ten in this week's top 25. Took care of High Point. Luther Muhammad. And then
give it up.
CJ Jackson.
Give it up. This is my cousin down the line, down the line, down the line.
Down the line?
Yep.
I like the way you ran under that pass. A little velocity on it.
Davidson without their leading scorer at number 14, North Carolina. Nasir Little, the talented, highly touted freshman with the putback slam. He had 10. Cameron Johnson, unselfish. Garrison Brooks.
Nice pocket pass on the interior.
Little bluegrass battle. Kentucky at Louisville. Keldon Johnson.
I think Rick Pitino is watching this game from Greece. Found a
I don't
know. Satellite? No?
Not at all. 100% not watching that game. Got better things to do.
Some exotic locale.
Maybe
nice
not.
Beverage.
Hey, what are you doing New Year's Eve?
Cigar.
Anybody New Year's Eve?
Oh, I got a lot planned.
Good. You're going to be watching these games, right, Jim?
Yep.
Right, Jim? Yaakov, Michigan
10.
State, Oregon on Fox, Northwestern at Utah, 6:30 Eastern, New Year's Eve on FS1.
During the Ram Big Finish event, there's no better time to get a great deal on the trucks with best-in-class towing.
You make it feel like Christmas.
And the all-new Ram 1500, 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Hurry in before the Ram Big Finish event is finished.
Or get 0% financing for 72 months, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on all new 2019 Ram 1500 models.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Great news for anyone who...
I'm the one who delivers the news around here. Liberty Mutual has just announced that they can customize your car insurance so that you only pay for what you need. This is Phoebe Buckley, on location.
Thanks, Phoebe. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get to Joseph A. Bank for the last 4 days of our lowest prices of the year. Save up to 85% on everything in store. Suits $179, sport coats $99, dress shirts, sports shirts, and sweaters $29. Plus, take an extra 60% off clearance. The lowest prices of the year.
You're nobody.
nobody till somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. Well, you're nobody till somebody loves. So find yourself somebody to love.
I just finished months of chemo, but I don't want to talk about months. I want to talk about years. Treatments have gotten better, so I'm hoping for good years ahead. That's thanks to research funded by the American Cancer Society. The same folks giving me free rides to treatments, insurance advice, and a place to stay during chemo. I need that stuff like you don't know. And now that you do, please give at cancer.org.
This is a large 3-topping pizza from Domino's. You can carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a 3-topping handmade pan pizza from Domino's, and now you can also carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a logo from Domino's, and this is the end of the commercial from Domino's.
Gordon's back to save restaurants from the brink.
My time is done. No, I've got to go.
24 Hours to Hell and Back premieres Wednesday on Fox.
Time to get down to business.
Come with me.
Good grief.
With me!
Catch the big one, buddy.
This is what you're looking for.
There's this thing called the internet.
The internet. The internet.
The internet.
The internet.
The internet.
The internet.
The internet.
What is internet?
Internet. The internet.
Can you explain what internet is?
Okay, let me break it down for you in the simplest of terms.
This is day one of an entirely new world.
They just broke the law. See, that feels over the top to me.
Valley of the Boom, Sunday, January 13th at 9 on National Geographic.
We've got a good one brewing here on opening night of Big East women's basketball play. Villanova up 30-28 on Butler at the half. Kim Adams, John Fanta with you. This was a tale of two quarters in the first half. Butler broke out to a 13-point lead, but then the Wildcats caught fire from deep.
Then early on, it was Tori Schickel. We talked about her a ton before the game, and she was dominant. She had 8 points in that first quarter. They were going one-on-one coverage with her. She was having her way with the defense, but Villanova has since changed their defensive scheme on her. She went scoreless in the second quarter, and what happened? Villanova got hot from three. Janet Tucker, Adriana Hahn, and Kelly Jaycott, each with 2 threes. Hahn super deep on that one, and those three players have 28 of Villanova's 30 points.
It's a Wildcat trifecta, and these two teams are the best two defenses in the Big East. Who will step up? The second half is next.
Week 17 on Fox with huge playoff implications on the line.
If you want it, go get it.
Bears, Vikings, Eagles, Redskins, or 49ers, Rams. It all begins with Fox NFL kickoff, followed by Week 17, Sunday on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
We won't attempt to talk you out of your current car. A test drive will do the talking for us. The Volkswagen Drive to Decide event. Get a Volkswagen with America's best 6-year, 72,000-mile limited warranty. Get a $1,000 bonus on select 2019 Jetta and 2018 Tiguan and Atlas 2.0T models.
Get to Joseph A. Bank for the last 4 days of our lowest prices of the year. Save up to 85% on everything in store. Suits $179, sport coats $99, dress shirts, sport shirts, and sweaters $29. Plus, take an extra 60% off clearance. The lowest prices of the year.
This is a large 3-topping pizza from Domino's. You can carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a 3-topping handmade pan pizza from Domino's, and now you can also carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a logo from Domino's, and this is the end of the commercial from Domino's.
Now that I'm banking with Chime, I get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit.
Wow, I wish I was banking with Chime. Aw, thanks.
Get paid up to 2 days early. Start banking at chime.com.
Coors Light is cold filtered for brightness and clarity. The world's most refreshing beer. Coors Light.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3.
One voice, one heart, one beat. As we say, we are one. You ready? Let's go.
This is who we are.
We are the hardest working people I've ever met in my entire life.
This is bigger than just the game.
You made the jersey better than when you found it. That means you left your mark.
That's the Big East way.
1, 2, 3.
The 2019 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament at Wintrust Arena.
Good grief.
Who's with me?
We're approaching our target.
Oh, dear.
I'm gonna go, clean up.
The return of Last Man Standing is the comedy hit of the season.
I love every single thing you just said.
And this Friday brings a new year.
I'm all in.
Of new laughs.
Origami.
More like borigami.
And a brand new house guest.
I don't really know much about American football.
Sit down.
Does it help your team when you wear their blouses?
Tim Allen stars in Last Man Standing. All new episodes return this Friday.
I think you might have just nailed it.
On Fox.
Let's take a look at our Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime stats. Kim, what stands out the most?
Well, highlighted right there, Villanova got hot from 3 after just a 2-10 start from behind the arc. They're 6 for 19 at the half. Butler winning that points in the paint battle, but it just shows you how dangerous Villanova can be when they get hot from 3. So we'll see how Butler defends them with that conference leading 51 points per game allowed.
Tori Schickel led the Dogs with 8 points in the first 20 minutes. Can't get the first shot attempt to go.
And right now, Villanova going with Grace Stant on her. They started Gadeka on her. They've thrown some double teams at her. That time, the 6-foot junior Grace Stant taking the defensive assignment.
Strong committing her second foul. Butler outscored 19-7 in the second quarter. They were on a roll from the get-go, led by as many as 13. And since then, it's been all Villanova.
Yeah, those Villanova threes completely drained all energy from Butler. We'll see how they respond here coming out of the locker room.
10 on the timer. Villanova goes inside to Gadeka, who gets the friendly spin.
Great job by Villanova exploiting that mismatch. Butler switches all players 1 to 5. That time the 5-5 Jennings ended up on 6-1 Gadeka right down in the post. Not a good matchup for the Dogs.
Spolier can't get it to go, and the Cats defense continues to stifle these Dogs. Grace Stant with the pull-up 3. It's short. Whitney Jennings. Skarbevsky calls her an extension of him on the floor. This time, Spolier hits it off the glass on the drive.
And that's a player who's been quiet so far. We haven't said her name much, so just to get some other players going offensively after that tough second quarter would be great.
Gadeka answers off the window.
Gadeka just always aware on the court. She's always moving. That time a little full court pressure from Butler, and Gadeka cuts to the right place.
Stant cut in on the pass, and a debate among the officials. The ball goes back to Villanova.
And here's that last bucket. Great pass from Adriana Hahn, who's back in after sitting out the last few minutes with 2 fouls. Beautiful find to Gadeka.
The The Dogs were trying to be aware of the three-point line as Villanova gives it away. Cat Strong on the drive, right lane. Is heading to the line for two after the foul by Stan.
And that's what Butler wants to do, to try and get the energy back up. Try and get some runouts, get some rebounds, force some turnovers, get to the free throw line.
Strong, a 50% free throw shooter. Coming up on New Year's Eve, the Red Box Bowl kicks off between Oregon and Michigan State at 2:30 Eastern on Fox. Then flip over to FS1 as number 17 Utah battles number 22 Northwestern in the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl at 6:30 Eastern. You can catch that all on the Fox Sports app. Grace Stan, Villanova revving up to get through the Butler pressure.
And that's the first time we've seen Butler with a full court press. Coach G said he likes to do that to change up the tempo, which they really need right now after that really slow second quarter.
8 on the timer. Adriana Hahn right through the left lane on the backdoor cut.
And that's what's so dangerous about that Villanova spread offense, because it leaves that paint wide open, and you have to be communicating on all screens and cuts, or else open layup after open layup like we just saw there.
Hahn leads the Wildcats with 12. Tori Schickel leads the Butler Bulldogs. On the back down, got the hesitation. Gadeka up in the air, and Schickel strikes.
And that time she stepped through, which we haven't seen her do much so far tonight, as much as she loves that dribble. That time steps through Gadeka to lay it in and get her first points in quite some time.
Schickel with 10, Hahn with 12. Big East women's hoops veterans going at it. 5 on the timer. Jake Gott is hacked.
And John, we've had our leaders stepping up here. Adriana Hahn, not too big inside, but gets the defense behind her. But Tori Schickel with her first field goal since the first quarter. Coach G and his Butler Bulldogs would really like her to get going, and she now is in 7th for Butler all-time scoring.
Nearly 1,400 career points for Tori Schickel. And she is nearing 1,000 rebounds as well on her career, as for tonight. And if she can get to 1,000 rebounds, which in all likelihood she will, she'll become the 3rd Butler Bulldog in the history of the program to have at least 1,000 career points and 1,000 career boards.
She averages on her career 10 rebounds per game across 4 years. That's good for 4th in the entire NCAA, John.
Legal screen on the Dogs. This one on Weaver. As Bry checks back in, as well as Ida Caceres.
And John, Coach Godlewski mentioned a lot about how his team has gotten a lot more mature, and I think this is a big moment for how are we going to see those senior leaders step up here as Villanova continues to go on a little bit of run and get their team back in this game.
Butler wants to keep teams from the middle. That's why they forced Jake Cott to the corner. Here's Weaver. Open lane. She's fouled, and Weaver's heading to the line.
Weaver doing a good job of weaving in and out there, John. Butler has to get a little bit more movement on offense, as we saw Villanova start to do in the second quarter, to really get them going.
Weaver scoreless tonight. Strange to see after the Big East Player of the Week combined for 40 in 2 wins down in Florida.
Yeah, she had a huge game against Ohio State, which is probably their biggest statement win of the season. She had 25 points on 9 of 13 shooting.
Weaver is 0 for 4 at the free throw line, still scoreless. The Dogs press and Hahn calls time.
And you see those two big guards jumping out at you, John. Coach Peretta wants to talk about it a little bit with his team.
In-game adjustments in a tight conference opener between Villanova and Butler. Stay with us.
This is a large 3-topping pizza from Domino's. You can carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a 3-topping handmade pan pizza from Domino's, and now you can also carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a logo from Domino's, and this is the end of the commercial from Domino's.
During the Ram Big Finish event, there's no better time to get a great deal on the trucks with best-in-class towing.
You make it feel like Christmas.
And the all-new Ram 1500. 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Hurry in before the Ram Big Finish event is finished.
Get an average $10,767 in total values on select 2019 Ram 1500 models in dealer stock plus $500 bonus cash.
As someone in witness protection, I can't tell you anything about myself. But believe me, I'm not your average consumer. That's why I switched to Liberty Mutual. They customized my car insurance so I only pay for what I need. And as a man, or a woman, with very specific needs that I can't tell you about.
Mr. Landry?
Oh, no.
Hi, Mr. Landry.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get to Joseph A. Bank for the last 4 days of our lowest prices of the year. Save up to 85% on everything in store. Suits $179, sport coats $99, dress shirts, sports shirts, and sweaters $29. Plus, take an extra 60% off clearance. The lowest prices of the year.
Isn't the best present being present? Stella Artois, joie de bière.
When money's tight and emergencies arise, CashNetUSA.com is available 24/7 to deliver quick loans for approved customers when they need it the most.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
The moment you realize your fridge is trying to tell you something.
At Lowe's, we sell more appliances than anyone else, so we can help you pick the right one.
Shop Lowe's and save $540 on a Maytag washer and dryer pair.
FS2 College Hoops is driven by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Butler is looking to adjust defensively with some pressure on Villanova out of this timeout.
And John, Butler, one of the best teams at stealing the ball in the country, 13 a game. That's best in the Big East, 5th in the nation. So they're going to see if they can force a few steals or turnovers here from the Cats, who only have 4 turnovers so far.
Gary Peretta wants to see that total stay low. He said it can always get better. 7 on the timer. Hahn from downtown Philly, that was short.
John, Villanova averaging 12 turnovers a game. Coach Peretta said that's actually high for them. The last few years, they've been 1 and 2 in the country at about 9, and he said those 3 or 4 extra turnovers per game can really make a difference.
With the handoff to Saris. Left lane. Hahn was waiting for the kickout pass. Adriana Hahn leading Villanova tonight.
See Gadeka in there alone. They love to isolate her in that corner, always moving without the ball.
10 on the timer. Jaycott guarded by Schickel. Kick out to Gadeka, left open in the corner, and Gadeka makes Butler pay.
Gadeka, the inside force, now the 4th Villanova player to step out from behind the arc. She's getting in on the making it rain as well.
Villanova with their largest lead at 8. Schickel off the baseline cut. Kick out pass to Caceres. It's long. And a debate between the officials It will stay with Butler after this timeout. The Wildcats have knocked down 7 triples to open up their biggest advantage.
Michigan State. It all comes down to this. The Red Box Bowl. New Year's Eve at 2:30 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Do you want to make watching your favorite sport even better? All you have to do is click with the new Fox Sports app. Now you can stream every game from anywhere you are.
Time to place your bets.
I'm in your head, Vegas. All bets are on.
There you have it. Lock it in.
Coors Light is cold lager. For a smoother, crisper taste. The world's most refreshing beer. Coors Light.
I'm done with swiping endlessly. I'm looking for the real thing. That's why I'm on eHarmony.
At eHarmony, we connect you on what really matters. That's why every 14 minutes, someone finds love on eHarmony. Start free today.
The unmistakable Cadillac XT4. Once again, driving is joyful. Starting under $36,000.
This is a large 3-topping pizza from Domino's. You can carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a 3-topping handmade pan pizza from Domino's, and now you can also carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a logo from Domino's, and this is the end of the commercial from Domino's.
The moment you realize your fridge is trying to tell you something.
At Lowe's, we sell more appliances than anyone else, so we can help you pick the right one.
Shop Lowe's and save $540 on a Maytag washer and dryer pair.
Are we gonna practice? Are we gonna practice? Good. Here we go, Blue. Here we go. Come back. Do it again. Let's go. Here we go. Let's get it right. You are flying. Use all that athleticism. Finish, finish, finish.
FS2 College Hoops is driven by Jeep Grand Cherokee. Harry Peretta is in his 41st season at Villanova. Let's go inside his huddle.
Guys, when they miss a foul shot, Mary, go right to the middle like that, and Adriana, you can get the ball right to Mary in the middle. I can't tell you what they're going to play, so you're going to have to just read it and try to find an open spot and attack as fast as you can.
41 years for Coach Harry Peretta, but John, he somehow has not mastered the art of reading the other coaches' minds, apparently. Coach Peretta, always some good one-liners for us, but telling his team to get out, even though they don't like to run, but not allow Butler to set up their full court pressure.
Adriana Hahn with a second consecutive takeaway. That's the 11th for Villanova tonight.
Butler needs to do a much better job of protecting the ball. They average 18 turnovers a game. Janet Tucker with her third three of the night. These Cats are continuing to stay hot from behind the arc.
The senior up to 12 points. Long gets the friendly bounce, and that breaks up the run.
Villanova did a good job of breaking the press. This time Butler drops back into the half court.
If you're just joining us, Butler led at one point 24-11. Since then, Villanova on a 33-11 run. Threes long, and Schickel with a long rebound.
John, Butler in that first quarter started off 9 of 14. Since then, they've been just 4 of 17.
Cat Strong with the fadeaway, and Cat Strong is heating up.
As poorly as it's teams they've played, because of that lead they built in the first, they are still very much right around this game, but they've got to start getting some stops on this end and stop allowing uncontested threes.
Adriana Hahn, in and out. Butler is suddenly 4 for their last 5. Schickel out to Kat Strong. Already up to 11 points, and Strong in and out. Rebound by Tori Schickel. That's what she's best at.
And that's what they're going to need, some second chance opportunities from their big-time player. They need to get her going offensively again. And that's an easy way to get your momentum and confidence back up.
A sudden 6-0 run by Butler. This one is living up to the billing, Kim Adams.
Absolutely, opening night, Big East Conference play.
And Hahn traveled with it. Just the 5th time that Villanova's given it away.
In that possession, we saw the energy defensively from Butler that we saw in the first quarter. They came out communicating, getting out on shooters, and then they slipped a little bit in the second quarter. They need to get back to their ways.
Kat Strong was rejected by Gadeka. Big-time defensive play. But Villanova gives it right back, and Harry Peretta, his hands on his head. And Jennings, Kristen Spoliers from deep. No, gets her own rebound. Strong on the right block. Kat Strong willing it in. Butler's within a possession.
Butler very fortunate to have Kat Strong right now, who has really been an offensive spark for them in this third quarter.
Kat Strong with 13 points, and now a deflection. It goes back to Butler. A conference now. Kathy Lynch jumping in here. And Kathy Lynch overruling the call. It stays with Villanova with 13 on the shot clock.
John, again, Kat Strong with 13 here tonight. She only averages 4 points per game.
She's 2 off the junior season high. A VCU transfer that's made an impact. Now a giveaway. Spolier on the drive is fouled by Bridget Herlihy.
The Butler bench is loving this right now. Coaches, players, finally, the Bulldogs are starting to find that energy that they've had in their last couple of games. Spolier, nice drive, draws that contact.
Rusty knocking down the first. And how many times do you see Villanova commit 3 consecutive turnovers?
I don't know if it's ever happened, John. For a team that typically averages 9 turnovers a game, this has to be driving Coach Peretta absolutely insane right now.
It is a 1-point game. These two teams have had double-digit leads within this game. And we're setting up for quite the fourth quarter. Tucker left wide open. Hahn buries the triple. Hahn has 15, 7 on the clock. It's Whitney Jennings who is fouled. This one on Hahn.
And that's the trouble with pressing sometimes. You have so much pressure up in the backcourt, but you have to get back and recover. Janet Tucker with the great extra pass. Adriana Hahn doesn't care where she's pulling up from. She will pull up from midcourt, from New Jersey. We saw her doing it in shoot-around. She is cashing out right now.
Right now, she sits down with the 3 fouls. Butler has to hurry. Schickel in the corner. 2 seconds left. The heave from Jennings. And we are heading to the fourth quarter in a 4-point game. What a finish coming in this Big East women's basketball opener.
Get to Joseph A. Bank for the last 4 days of our lowest prices of the year. Save up to 85% on everything in store. Suits $179, sport coats $99, dress shirts, sport shirts, and sweaters $29. Plus, take an extra 60% off clearance. The lowest prices of the year.
Now that I'm banking with Chime, I get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit.
Wow, I wish I was banking with Chime. Aw, thanks.
Start banking with Chime today at Chime.com.
This is a large 3-topping pizza from Domino's. You can carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a 3-topping handmade pan pizza from Domino's, and now you can also carry one out for $7.99 every day. This is a logo from Domino's, and this is the end of the commercial from Domino's.
The moment you realize your fridge is trying to tell you something.
At Lowe's, we sell more appliances than anyone else, so we can help you pick the right one.
Shop Lowe's and get up to 35% off select appliance special values.
Really?
Why am I laughing? What is happening?
Because everyone's making noise. Good job. About the cool kids. See why millions of viewers are having a blast.
All we have to do is stay awake until 9:30. All right, 9.
And this party's just getting started.
I was salsa dancing till midnight. You were salsa dancing? You get winded salsa eating.
The Cool Kids, Fridays after Last Man Standing. Or catch up anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
Good grief.
Sweet me!
We're approaching our target.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go clean up.
Get to know me, Adriana Hahn. My favorite emoji is the mean side face that's like, girl, what? My favorite social media is Instagram. 3 items that I would bring to a deserted island is my phone, a boat if I had one, and my dog. One superhuman power that I would like to have is speed, so that nobody could catch me. One animal that best describes me is either a meerkat or a shark. Very different. My dream vacation is either India or Thailand.
Adriana Hahn single-handedly bringing her team out to this lead. She has been pretty lethal from behind the arc, including some really deep ones. She has 15, but that's not all she's doing, John. She also has 6 assists, 4 steals on the defensive end, shooting 5 of 10. And we were asking who's going to be the leader on this team. Alex Lewin graduated last year, their leading scorer and rebounder, and right now it's Adriana Hahn.
She is seated with 3 fouls. She will play a part in the stretch run here. 4-point game as we enter this 4th quarter. Jana Tucker from the corner. Raven James, small in stature, but big with this play, an offensive board.
That's a big-time rebound from someone who's coming in when Hahn is on the bench in foul trouble.
Bridget Herlihy's off, and the ball belongs to the Dogs. Whitney Jennings on the drive, and James with stellar D.
And I'd like to see them get a little bit more movement now that they've started to get back into that game. Not sure if that was a set to exploit a small guard on a small guard, but they were at their best in the 1st quarter when they were inside and out, getting it into Schickel.
Schickel inching closer to that block. Now kick out pass. Deflection caused by Gadeka, and the turnover forced by the Cats. Adriana Hahn in transition. Left wing 3. No.
What does this game come down to? it's going to come down to efficiency on the offensive end with how strong both of these teams are defensively, making good decisions with the ball, which Butler has not done in this game. And it might come down to Tori Schickel getting back to what she was doing in the first quarter, really dominating the paint and creating opportunities for her teammates.
On is short. Schickel had 8 points in the first quarter, was silent in the second, but 6 points in the second half. Butler can tie her lead. Tori Schickel deflected by Bridget Herlihy.
And that time you want to see Schickel spin back the other way. She drew 2 defenders on the right side. The left side of the lane was wide open if she spun back.
Tucker with a deep 2. And Butler now forcing Villanova into a bit of a drought.
And that's the problem with the threes. They can fall a lot at a time, or you can get a little bit dry, which is why they want to keep up with their back screens and cuts and just keep the offense flowing smoothly.
Kristen Spolger, lefty down the lane, is fouled. Spolger, they rule it on the floor, so the Dogs will have an inbound. Kurt Godlewski has this Butler team off to their best start in a decade. Now they're looking to prove themselves in their Big East opener. Kristen Spolger short. Tori Schickel showing why she's one of the best in the Big East on the glass.
And Tori and Michelle Weaver talked a lot about being a better finishing team this year. There goes Schickel to the opposite side, as we mentioned on the last play. Great reverse pivot. But, John, they talked a lot about finishing games better. Last year they started off well in conference play and then fell off, so they want to be more consistent for 40 minutes.
The Dogs have trimmed an 11-point lead, and now we are even again. Adriana Hahn guarded tightly by Weaver, and the foul is called. That's Weaver's third foul. Cats will have it on the baseline. So glad to have you with us on Big East Women's Hoops opening night. Tucker off the fake, out to Grace Stant, who hits the 3.
Grace Stant, she loves the 3 ball. That's why she is in the lineup, provides some more offense, a better perimeter shooter, and she converts.
Spolger couldn't finish. Gedeko with the rebound.
And again, you see Villanova, a team that loves the half-court game, pushing it up just to get by that initial line of Butler pressure. And then they slow it up.
Hahn, 10 on the timer. Hahn hoists. Not this time. Spolger, entry to Schickel. She was stripped by Tucker.
That was a great dig by Tucker. Down low, they had a bunch of hands around Schickel, who just didn't keep it up high enough at her chin to control it.
Harry Peretta told us Janet Tucker's his best defender. But this time the Cats give it back, and Peretta pounding the scores table in frustration. Schickel back down. Tori Schickel's heading to the line for 2.
A little energy after the foul call on that one. Schickel, like Coach said, high motor. She's emotional. She's a senior. This is her last go-around, and that's, I think, what Butler needs in this situation.
This feels like a March intensity type game.
Absolutely, and Coach Peretta said these 2 teams always seem to go at it, and he said this is the team that they've struggled with outside of those top 2 teams, DePaul and Marquette. Butler has given them the most trouble in the last few years.
In the hierarchy of the Big East, DePaul and Marquette at the top of the conference, but that 3rd slot is what is unknown, and these are 2 candidates.
Absolutely, and the fact that they are both so strong defensively and then have so many weapons offensively as well, I think makes these 2 teams are going to be a tough out for any team that they come across in Big East play.
Buckle up, folks. 10 on the timer. Hahn. Hahn on the drive. Could not get the floater.
That was too bad she missed that because she had everybody on skates. Euro 7 did all the hard work but couldn't get it to drop.
Schickel backing her way down on Stant. Tori Schickel gives Butler the lead.
And Tori Schickel just so methodical, has done that same move time and time again now. And if I'm Villanova, I'm sending somebody to that side because she really likes to turn to that right side.
Ari Perena calls time. Tori Schickel up to 20.
Tori Schickel back at it after a slow second quarter. Off the dribble, her team is up 1 here at Villanova.
Introducing Add-on Advantage, a new way to save on travel. Now, when you book a flight, you unlock discounts on select hotels that you can add onto your trip up until the day you leave. Add-on Advantage. Only when you book with Expedia.
You're nobody till somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. Well, you're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love.
Hey, I heard you moved into a new apartment.
Yeah, it's pretty stressful. This music is supposed to relax me, though.
Maybe you'd mellow out a bit if you got Geico to help you with your renter's insurance.
Wow. Geico helps with renter's insurance. Good to know.
Yeah, and they can save you a lot of money.
Wow. Suddenly I feel so relieved. You guys are fired.
Get to know Geico and see how much you could save on renter's insurance.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Ready yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, then we do it all again. They just wanna find a way out, find a way to put a little food up in their mouth. I can get a verse and then go about my business. You ain't even see it coming, can I get a witness? When I go to sleep, I only dream about my other dreams. If you want it, gotta get it, gotta live it, no condition.
The unmistakable Cadillac XT4. Once again, driving is wonderful. Starting under $36,000.
Get to Joseph A. Bank for the last 4 days of our lowest prices of the year. Save up to 85% on everything in store. Suits $179, sport coats $99, dress shirts, sports shirts, and sweaters $29. Plus, take an extra 60% off clearance. The lowest prices of the year.
Let's get you caught up as we go down the stretch at the Finneran Pavilion. Experience matters in the Big East, and we're seeing it tonight.
And one of our marquee players, Tori Schickel's got 20. Her teammate playing in her first Big East game, the VCU transfer. Kat Strong looking very comfortable in the offense, but then Villanova got the threes going a little bit from everybody, including the point guard Adriana Hahn with some serious range. She's doing it all on the floor, a little bit slow to start this quarter. We'll see if they can get her going, but we've got a big finish ahead here, John.
What will win? Butler's post game, Villanova's perimeter game. Hesitation, and it stays with Jake Gott and the Cats.
And John, a crazy stat we were talking about, Butler up 38-21 on the boards, but because of how hot Villanova has gotten from three, that's why this is such a tight game.
Gadek on the slash, and she's heading to the line. That's on Villanova, getting it inside, and they'll look to get rewarded now.
And it's a great contrast for Villanova when they start getting hot from three. It forces defenses to have to spread so far out to guard them that it opens that hole inside.
NFL Week 17 is on Fox with huge games with playoff implications. The Vikings take on the Bears. The Eagles battle the Redskins. Or the Rams host the 49ers. It's all on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Check your local listings. It's going to be a fun Sunday. Spolier on the catch. Strong was wide open. Butler has the lead right back.
What a great job by Spolier to corral that pass. I thought that was nearly a turnover. Not only does she save it, but collects herself and finds a wide open teammate.
Butler outscoring Villanova in the paint by 22. Strong matching her season high with 15. Tucker with the right wing three.
And that was all set up because Strong went for the steal and got out of the play. You can't go 4-on-5 versus Villanova. They will find the open shooter.
Bounce pass into Schickel. Double move. Now Schickel with the right hand. It's long. Jaycott left open, left wing. It's long. And Strong with the board. Had a Steve by Jennings. She gives it away.
And we talked about it a few minutes ago. Offensive execution. That was a bad turnover by the senior point guard on that one. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Just pull it out, set up your offense.
Grace Stant with the heave. And the Dogs will get it back. They have committed. Butler has committed 14 turnovers.
And a lot of them, like that one right there, have kind of been unforced. Just not jump stopping, not taking that extra half a second to make the good pass.
Spolier, left wing. With the handoff. Jennings off the top of the key. Now 10 on the timer. A foul away from the ball. This one is on Kelly Jaycott.
And that's too bad because I was just about to compliment Villanova on their defense, just completely cutting off the paint on that possession, keeping every single ball handler away from the basket and out of the paint.
Weaver inbounds to Schickel, who's doubled. Back to Weaver in the corner. Weaver! What a big-time shot! Her first points of the night.
We got a good one here, folks. Butler up 2 at Villanova.
Schedule a test drive today. There's plenty of space available. The Volkswagen Drive to Decide event. Get a Volkswagen with America's best 6-year, 72,000-mile limited warranty. Get a $1,000 bonus on select 2019 Jetta and 2018 Tiguan and Atlas 2.0T models.
Michelle Weaver's the Big East Player of the Week, and she just showed us why.
And John, that was only her second field goal attempt of the entire game. Her first make. What a time to hit it, John. Puts her team back in the lead.
What a game between Villanova and Butler. Two of the hottest teams in the Big East. Grace Stant spins out. It stays with the Wildcats.
Villanova has to be careful here. As much as they've hit some big threes, they can't just settle. We've seen them get a lot of points at cutting through the lane, finding layups. They can't get too trigger happy on the deep threes.
Each team with 2 timeouts. Final 2 minutes in an exciting affair at the Finn.
Looks like they may be setting up a screen and roll here.
Hahn gets the screen from Grace Stant. Hahn to Stant. Now it's Tucker with the pull-up. It's short.
And again, ball never got inside the three-point line on that possession. You could get a 3, but you may go inside out, get some penetration, get a better look than just passing and dribbling around the perimeter.
Butler's season motto is to finish. They're looking to do that right here, right now. Schickel on the back down, middle of the lane. Tori Schickel gets it to go. Up to 22 points for the star senior.
And she is continuing to go with what works for her. She's been using that move all night. Tori Schickel, Big East Player of the Year candidate, putting her team up 4. We got a minute to go here at Villanova. Stay with us, folks.
Coors Light is cold filtered for brightness and clarity. The world's most refreshing beer, Coors Light.
It's the perfect time to stock up for the new year at our after Christmas sale. Now select suits are $1.99, sport coats for $99, plus all dress shirts are $3 for $99. It's time to like the way you look.
Tori Schickel is on a mission. 22 points, 9 rebounds.
And she is always seems to be efficient against Villanova. 45 points in the 2 meetings last year, picking up right where she left off. She has been dominant inside.
Gadeka is rejected from behind. Shea Bry.
Coach Peretta choosing to just play straight up here. Butler's got to work some clock, get a good look.
Villanova electing not to foul. Schickel, backdoor pass. Bry is fouled.
And Tori Schickel, Coach Godlewski told us that's the best part of her game. She doesn't care who's scoring. That time, she finds her teammates. She draws 2 or 3 defenders. Shea Bry doing a great job of cutting, but what a great pass by the senior Schickel, and that's been part of her maturity as well. Just reading situations. She knows she commands a lot of attention.
Villanova calls its final timeout. What do you do if you're the Wildcats here?
Well, Villanova is likely going to choose to advance, a new rule that was put into the women's game a few years ago. At under a minute, you can advance off of a timeout, so they'll get it in the half court. I would say down 5, go for a quick 2. You don't need to go for a 3 here. We see Tori Schickel has been absolutely dominant, living right up to that scouting report. She is 1 rebound shy of her 7th double-double of the season. But right now, Villanova needs to worry about scoring on their end. And again, John, I say go for 2.
What a night for the senior center. She said she spent all offseason on getting her body conditioned to be able to close out these types of Big East games.
And you could see it in the way she plays. She leaves everything out there. She's an emotional leader for this Butler team. And her moves are nothing out of the ordinary. She just is able to use her body to get the defender far enough off of her to shoot over the top. And 22 points, 10 of 15, another really effective night for her.
In her previous 3 years, Butler has had just 12 Big East wins combined. They want to change that this season. Hahn. The rebound by the Dogs, and they call timeout right away.
That time, Villanova elected to go from a very deep 3 from Hahn. Now we'll see if Butler chooses to move it up to that 28-foot mark, or if they'd rather take it out and work some more clock, bringing it up the floor. We'll see if Villanova puts on some pressure, but Villanova's going to have to foul right away.
The Cats, they've been live and die by the 3-point shot, and in this 4th quarter, State has not fallen. But does Butler close out a game like this in previous years?
In previous years, they have not. But this is where they're looking for that senior leadership, that maturity that Coach talked about to overtake the past.
There's the foul, and Whitney Jennings is heading to the line. Whitney Jennings is who you want at the free throw line if you're Kirk Godlewski, 85%. There's the fifth-year head coach. He said his team's maturation is extremely impressive.
It's now a 3-possession game here for Villanova. Got to get something quick.
And Hahn is fouled. So with 12.8 to go, Hahn heads to the line.
2 shots for Adriana Hahn.
These two teams expect to be in the top half of the conference as Bry calls time. That's the final timeout for either team. Let's look big picture now. How do you see this conference playing out?
I'm on board with the coaches we talked to earlier. I think everyone knows DePaul and Marquette are just a little bit of a tier above the rest. Marquette with those 5 1,000-point scores, a setback to Notre Dame last week, but these teams have been playing top 25 teams all non-conference. They've been tested, but after that, it's up for grabs. I think Butler has a great opportunity to finish third, but so does Villanova. We'll see St. John's at Seton Hall tomorrow. I think there is still a lot to be figured out, and I think a lot of teams will split meetings, and I think it can go right down to the last weekend in terms of tournament seeding, whether you're third or 6th or 7th. It's just going to be a game or two, really, that could go between 3rd and 8th, 3rd and 9th.
Those top 2 spots may not be a guarantee. Creighton up 3 with just a couple seconds left on DePaul. There's the foul.
Well, I take my words back then, John. I apologize to Coach Jim Flannery, and the Blue Jays will be monitoring that one. That would be a huge, huge upset.
The first goes for Spolier. Butler trailed by 11 with just 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hahn. The Butler Bulldogs make an opening statement to the Big East season. What a road win at the Finn.
And John, I think we really saw the Butler maturity in this game. They were up big, and then Villanova went on one of their trademark runs where they start knocking down threes from all over the floor. But Butler willed themselves back into this game. A lot of it from Tori Schickel. A lot of it from Kat Strong in her first Big East game, and that ability to buckle down and finish, unlike last year, is what really impressed me.
After the break, we talk to the star of the game. Tori Schickel will join us.
I'm in your head, Vegas. This will be my biggest bet of the weekend. Take it to the window. Bet the farm.
Maybe you should actually switch over to chess.
The over-under spread. There's no way on earth you can touch this line. I am the weekday warrior.
Game on, boys.
All bets are on.
There you have it. Lock it in.
It's a big time, big game Saturday on Fox.
Cassius Winston and Nick Ward lead 8th-ranked Michigan State against number 13 Ohio State. Wow! As two conference championship contenders look to score a statement win and set the tone atop the Big Ten. Michigan State, Ohio State, next Saturday at 11:30 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Ever wonder why the quarterback is often the best-looking guy on a team? Think about it. Who gets the ball in the playground in the 4th or 5th grade? The handsome kid. The girls think he's cute, the boys think he's cool, and this process begins. There's even a term for it. It's called quarterback face.
You dropping off or picking up?
You know, the thing about dynasties, people say they don't like them, but they watch them. It's like the Powerball. People play it because they want to be it.
Week 17 on Fox.
If you want it, go get it.
With huge playoff implications on the line. It's now or never. Bears.
He's done it again.
Vikings.
Let's go.
Eagles.
You want to be good? You want to be great?
Redskins. Or 49ers. Rams.
Touchdown.
It all begins with Fox NFL Kickoff, followed by Week 17, Sunday on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Butler trailed by 11 late in the 3rd quarter. Then their senior leader willed them back. Torrey Schickel, 22 points, 9 rebounds. And the Dogs were looking to finish. That's their team motto. And they did it tonight. We are joined by the star now, Torrey Schickel, with Kim Adams and myself, John Fanta. You had 8 points in the 1st quarter. In the 2nd, they silenced you. What enabled you to have 14 in the 2nd half?
You know, I think it was my teammates doing a great job of getting me the ball. You know, I worked a little harder, found my angles a little better. We kind of talked about it in the 2nd quarter, and I wasn't finding my angles as good as I could have, and that really came out and showed in the 2nd half.
And Torrey, like you guys have done in the past few games, you guys jumped out to a great start, and then Villanova started heating up from 3. What allowed you guys to withstand that and get back in the game after some really dry offensive spells?
Yeah, I think it all starts with our defense. You know, we were kind of letting them do what they wanted defensively, and you know, letting them get hot from the 3-point line was a big key for us. And so down the stretch, that really turned out to be what we really needed to get going. You know, stepped up defensively, getting the gaps when they were trying to just make everyone go one-on-one, and you know, step up and get those stops defensively.
What can this win do for this team moving forward in Big East play?
Oh, this is huge. You know, this sets the precedent for what we're trying to do moving forward. You know, we always talk about how this is a different team and a different style of play than what we have been, and really that showed today and how we won this game.
Do previous Butler teams win a game like this?
No, I think, you know, that really shows how far we've grown and how far, you know, we've made it and what we kind of built up to this point.
And Torrey, this was kind of an atypical win with Whitney and Michelle just combining for 8 points. You had a big game, but what else did you see from your teammates to get this one?
You know, I think we had a lot of people step up, and Kat Strong, she did a really good job, and then especially defensively, you know, we had, even though Michelle and Whitney didn't necessarily score, they did a really good job defensively and stopped their guards as much as they could. So overall, it's a good team win, even though they didn't score up in the scoreboard as much.
That was serious Big East toughness from Torrey Schickel. Congratulations on this win.
Thank you so much.
We will be back with one final segment. The Dogs are a winner tonight behind their senior center.